Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about future planning. This is a question that I get a lot, being that I only have 1 month of multiple planners within my system. How do I plan for the future? How do I schedule out things that are not happening in the current month? And how do I make sure that I don't lose track of those things and make sure that I keep them all organized? Well, there are two main things that I would do to help me stay on top of future events. But first, let's quickly dive into my system, and I'm going to give you a quick run through of what I currently do within my system, and then I'm going to dive into the two things that I do to help me keep up with future events. So my system is called the Tom 90 system. Within this system, I can have up to 3 months of 4 different planners, but in my current planner, I have 7 different sections and I have 1 month of each one of those sections. I will link a video above for you to see how all of these sections work and what all of them are called and how I use them. But for the basis of this video, I just want you to know that there is 1 month of every single planner within my system. So if we're in the month of January, I will have the month of January in my budget planner, in my faith planner, in my reading planner, whatever planner I am currently using, it will only be for that current month, which means a lot of times when there are future things coming up, when there's something coming up in February or March, I don't currently have those sections within my planner. So there are 2 things that I will do in order to help me to stay on top of my future events. The very first one usually happens when I am on the go and I'm trying to schedule things, and that is I will use an electronic calendar, my Google Cal. When it comes down to planning future events, adding those into my Google Calendar has been the very best thing to help me to remember when those things are happening and to make sure that I keep track of the different dates that are coming up. I am going to use this system the most, especially when the future event is over 3 months ahead. I'll talk a little bit more about what happens if it's under 3 months, but when it's over 3 months, I always add it into my Google Calendar because I know that that is going to be the place that's going to alert me and let me know, and that's the place that I usually check before I am actually writing in my paper planner. So how this will usually happen is I might be on the phone or I might be in a meeting and someone will say we have a future date or a future event coming up. Immediately while I am still talking to that person, I will pull out my phone and add the date into my calendar. Adding it to my calendar first helps me not to overbook myself, because many times if I don't put it in my calendar, I might double book. And the second thing it does is it stops anyone else from double booking me. For instance, my husband might be planning an event and he can see my Google Calendar as well, so he is able to see if I have a meeting or anything else scheduled at the time that he is trying to plan something, so he won't plan it for that time. And vice versa, if he has something on his Google Calendar, I am easily able to see it and I won't book something at the exact same time that he has something to do. So staying on top of our Google Calendars and making sure that I check it against my paper planner at the beginning of the week definitely helps me to stay on top of it, and I'm also able to plan any future events, especially if they are over 3 months. The second thing that I will do in order to help me to stay on top of future events happens with events within that 3-month time frame, and that is on my future calendar. So I do like having a paper version of some of the events that are coming up that are going to be a little bit sooner, mainly because this helps my brain to really be able to see everything that I have going on in a bird's eye view, and I feel like that's a little bit harder for me to do electronically. So I keep a future dated or a future section within my planner. This future section is a portrait style calendar. It's a paper calendar that I keep for 3 months. So if I am in the current month of January, I would keep February, March, and April in this future dated section. It's a very small section. I keep it as a bottom insert, and that way I am able to easily flip to that calendar and I see the entire month, and I can see very lightly everything that's going on for that month. Now, I don't usually have a lot of detail here. It is just very much a bird's eye view so that I can easily quickly see what what I have going on, but it is super helpful whenever I am planning different things and I need something to jog my memory and make sure that I don't double book myself. This section is kept right behind my schedule section, so then that way anytime anyone is speaking to me, I can quickly flip to my future dated section and see if I have anything going on any of the particular days. And then at the end of the month, when I am ready to insert a brand new month into my planner, I will pull out this future dated calendar and I use that calendar in order to help me to set up my current month. So to continue with our example, if it's the end of January and I am preparing for February, I would flip to my future dated section, pull out the calendar for February, transfer all of the information from that future section into my current schedule section. I don't keep the portrait style calendars after I finish using them. I will usually just shred them because they are a placeholder, and once I have transferred the information over into my main calendar, I don't need it any longer. I have been using this method over the past 2 years to help me to stay on top of all of my future dated events, and it has definitely been working for me. So we will continue to use this method for 2023. But I would love to know your methods in the comments below, so please let me know if you do anything differently with your future dated events. And I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Until then, keep organizing your life so you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.